Welcome, everyone, to Charlotte and the Duke's Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. And this is something really special and uncommon. A 1 versus 2 this early in the season. Only college football can produce something like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Here we go, the long-awaited kickoff to get this season started. And it's fielded. We're sort of trying to make something happen. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Look at this, taking a shot on the very first play. Oh, that one's picked off.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one that going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
Looking for some space. It's Lacey. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks like Memphis will have the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Second down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has. Boy, it's 3rd and forever. The defense sits back in what I would almost call like a prevent defense, trying to avoid the big play, and it nearly cost him. This running back picks up a lot of yards. Almost thought he might pick up the first down, but they still do have a 4th down, but at least it's more manageable.
He's moving out of the pocket. Finds his man, has the first down. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Or it's snapped to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the run, he'll let it go. And is intercepted.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Quick throw caught on the left side.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Now it's second down here. And the single back takes the handoff. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain in that play.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
14, Kentucky, 0.
They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Bringing pressure. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Escapes the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff heading left. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
And the point after is right down the middle. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Strong run keeps the drive going. 1st down now. Handoff from the shotgun. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Memphis 14, Kentucky 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football. And it brings up a third down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. Based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He lets it go on the move. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even obviously in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
It moves to second down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Dump off caught by the running back. And the runner steps out of bounds but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Contact as he let the ball go. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play.
He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1-yard line. Boy, he deserved a touchdown there.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Kentucky, 7.
Bringing it out, it's Proctor. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run play.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the ball is hauled in. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kick is a squib kick taken by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This will likely be the last play of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, Memphis 28.
All right, let's get the 2nd half going now. The kickoff team is out there.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. This will take over. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. He shreds the tackle. They stop him right at the 24.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Here's the 2nd down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Catch made on the right side. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. Trying the old counter play here. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. That's reeled in. It's Toppins. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the run, it's Lacey. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. He stopped, but he gets a first down. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence.
Touchdown, Memphis. And this one is getting ugly. And they'll set up for the PAT. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set. It's second down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Back to pass. It's Harris. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Kentucky now operating in the red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Looking to throw. It's Harris. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Memphis 35, Kentucky 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they get him down after the completion.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. No, the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. The back's got it on a counter. Touchdown, Tigers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Turner choosing to field this one. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 8.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He's escaping the pocket now. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Harris. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
4th down, looking to throw for it. He's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. I'm the offensive coordinator. Give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. And the route is on.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Point after, not right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Pitch to the back. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll test the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
He's looking to scramble. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. It's Harris. Snags the quick throw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks left and finds his target there. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's a quick grab. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. They're 0 for 2 on previous 4th down attempts. We'll see if the 3rd time is a charm. To throw, it's Harris. He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage. The drive keeps going. And he drops back in the gun. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple of minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And he'll just get rid of it.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Trying to extend the play. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I'm not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. Man, I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. This pass is incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. That's it. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.